What's up, guys? Andrew here from CultureGaming.com. I'm with Mark. We're here to talk about Tekken 7. We're at the Tekken World Tour Finals.
Yes, very exciting time. Top 16 players in the world here, 5 from each region, and the Evo champion, all playing for $50,000.
Wow. So this is the first time the World Tour has been out of anywhere. It's the first time in the United States, right?
Correct, correct. Historically, it's always been in Japan, but globally, working with all the teams, we figured that there are competitive esports fans and spectators all across the globe. So let's move it year to year, country to country, kind of like the Olympics. Also, kind of what we run into in Japan are kind of legality issues on prize money. So to get over that hurdle, what better place than start it off in San Francisco here?
Why did you guys choose San Francisco? Is it like a hotbed for like fighting game community?
Yeah, definitely. NorCal, San Francisco specifically, is a huge fighting game community, and it's also in our backyard of our office here in the U.S. So we're actually located in Santa Clara, so it's just kind of a stone's throw away from our office. So what a better place than kind of the tech hub of the world, right?
Right. And Tekken's been around for a long time. Ever since like the PS1 days.
Yeah.
When did you get on board with Tekken?
I got on board in Tekken. Fighting games are near and dear to me, so I started playing Tekken at Tekken 2 when I was like in 5th grade.
Right.
I'd always run over to the Qzar at East Ridge Mall, play Tekken 2 over there. So I've been a fan of the franchise for a long time. Not only Tekken, though, I'm always a fan of fighting games in general, too.
And what's your favorite fighting game besides Tekken?
Besides Tekken, obviously Street Fighter. Huge fan. Everyone grew up with Street Fighter. Everyone knows the characters. I dabbled in Street Fighter 5 too, so I would say Street Fighter.
Who's your main in Tekken 7?
My main is actually switched recently, so I've always been a Paul guy.
Right.
Until Tekken 7 to where I've kind of switched to Jack 7 now. So,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of good tool set for that player. Got a lot of good grapples, lows, and I feel like I can really dictate action playing Jack versus playing Paul. So.
Sure. And why do you think Tekken 7 in particular is kind of like it's a little more not open to people, but it's definitely more captivating the last couple Tekkens? So why do you think that?
Oh, there's been a whole slew of new features in the game that make it enjoyable for a core fighting game fan as well as a spectator and also the casual fan. So, for the core kind of fighting game fan, there's a lot of new features like the Rage Art, Rage Stride, Power Crushers. These are kind of familiar mechanics that fighting game fans love. But on top of that, a lot of them are very cinematic too. So it brings kind of that ooh and ah moment that Tekken 7 didn't have in the past. So it's a crazy game to watch.
Right, definitely. You gotta talk about that slow motion. That is such a good feature in the game. Like it's so much hype. Like, when did they think of like just putting something so simple into the game?
Right. I mean, if you look at traditional sports, the slow mo is a kind of a hallmark for any type of like recap for anything, right? So let's look at that play again, slow mo. So why not, put it in a fighting game as well to kind of highlight the kind of tension building moments of each battle and each round.
And now it's kind of fighting games are not new to esports, but they're just starting to come up.
Yeah.
So why do you think now is like the time for like esports?
I think for a lot of reasons. So it in itself, like fighting games are kind of niche, but as we see with games like Tekken 7, like Injustice, like Street Fighter, like they're getting more and more mass appeal. It's almost kind of renaissance of fighting games in general. You see so many different fighting games coming out. The communities are just getting bigger and bigger, and the games are getting a lot easier to play and also a lot easier to watch too. So year over year, I think what we're going to try to do is really evolve the product to kind of cater to core players, really push the community up, and also kind of cater to the spectators, give them something awesome and exciting to watch as well.
Now, Injustice just had the E-League recently on TBS. Are you guys kind of thinking about like maybe trying to dabble in like the E-League or something similar?
Yeah, Street Fighter's an E-League, Injustice is an E-League. It's an awesome opportunity. It's an awesome show. I think for us here, our biggest thing is to really kind of push up the community, build the community up, and then we'll kind of explore opportunities for us to kind of get a bigger magnifying glass on our kind of product. So year over year, it's going to change. We might kind of work with different partners to kind of bring that esports Tekken experience to people all over the world. But more details to come soon.
Yeah, sure. And then we're going to talk about DLC. We got Geese Howard coming soon. Can you talk about Geese at all a little bit? Like when he's coming?
When he's coming, so he's coming within the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
You'll hear more details today. So that's a lot of excitement for fans to look forward to. And also with our DLC season pass, we also have one more guest character we have yet to reveal yet. So a lot of new content for fans to get excited about, and especially in the competitive space, that obviously opens up a whole new door to gameplay for the competitive scene. So we're excited about that too.
Cool. And you guys talked about guest characters. Is it difficult bringing over like these characters from other like franchises to the game?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Tekken is historic. It's a 3D fighting game, right? So transitioning people like Akuma, Geese, I think the dev team's done an amazing job. So if you're a Street Fighter player and you pick up Akuma and Tekken, you're gonna feel right at home. A lot of the mechanics and button inputs are exactly the same.
Yep.
Kudos to the dev team. They're doing magic over there. Akuma is flawlessly transitioned to the 3D space. It's no different for Geese. You'll get your hands on it on our playable demos too. So you can get a flair for kind of that SNK mechanics into the game too.
Now, does Geese have his trademark pretzel motion in the game?
I'm not familiar with the pretzel motion,
Okay.
but you can see for yourself when you jump on those sticks.
Try it out, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got so DLC. You guys said another character. Do you have more planned besides these next two guest characters?
Right now, we don't have any more details on kind of what our upcoming plans are. So I would just say stay tuned. We're always looking to kind of reinvigorate fans, re-engage them, bringing new content to actually play and experience. So nothing to comment on right now.
Can I pitch you guys my DLC character?
Definitely, bring it on. What do you want?
I want a gigantic anthropomorphic cup of noodles.
You know what? I will write that note down. Pass it over to Harada-san.
At least for like a costume for Jack. I think that would be perfect.
That would work. He could be like a big, gigantic cyborg kind of cup of noodles.
Yeah,
why not?
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, Hitbox would be huge, but he's a big character too. So.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks from Mark. I appreciate it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you again, Mark. Appreciate it.
Cool. No worries.